Hey, how y'all doing out there today? Listen, I want to get real with some of the people out there that have told me that they support Donald Trump or they support what's going on in this country because it creates jobs, and just basically creates jobs. It's made work for people. Was regulations we didn't need, or like he's doing a good thing, and you don't see the fact that this man has sold us out completely. Basically, the three countries that I'm about to point out. And here's my proof right here. I live in the state of West Virginia that just got sold out to Chinese frackers for $84 billion. Okay, and I'm gonna get back to the Chinese frackers in a minute. But just this summer alone, the Trans Canada pipeline has blew up in the state of West Virginia twice this summer. Every month this summer, June 7th it blew up, July 18th it blew up. All right, this is what's where I live. This is what's poisoning our water. That we said we didn't want these pipelines because they was going to leak. You Trump supporters said no. Our Cheeto Jesus Trump said they're not going to leak. Trump says they're going to work. Trump says we're going to get jobs. Now, the one job went to building these pipelines went to very many Americans. I think it was about 15 to 18% of American workers actually worked on these pipelines. The other lie he told you was that Obama allowed them to buy Russian steel, and y'all were all mad that they were using Russian steel, and he was going to make America great, right? And he was going to use all this American steel and bring USS back to life and the steel industries, and we're going to fire up the foundry, right? Not only did he lie about that, he used the Russian steel for what Trans Canada want and bought more. Stayed to the contract. Look it up. The man lied to you on that. And then now here's the other point. This Trans Canada pipeline runs in, it's blowing up in my state, West Virginia. That's already been bought out by the Chinese frackers. So I already got Canada oil corporations screwing up my fucking state. I ain't done nothing to them. None of these people around here done nothing to them. We got our own coal and oil problems. And here's our other coal and oil problem in West Virginia for you Trump supporters that think everybody got it so good under Trump and that he's doing you a favor. He didn't come in here and deregulate and make coal jobs for West Virginians. West Virginians have been getting lied about busting their ass to dig that coal for a couple hundred years. They're used to being lied to. No, they took away the regulations and allowed toxic sludge to be dumped everywhere to make it more sellable to the Chinese. $84 billion. They didn't want to pay for regulations. They didn't want to pay for toxic dump. So the Chinese can come here and frack motherfucking West Virginia. Canada can bring their pipelines through. They can have their spills, and it's all legal now. Now it's not considered toxic spills. They'll just go push it over into a creek. They'll go push it over into my drinking water. Well, I'm sorry. You're literally attacking West Virginians and lying to them about coal jobs when you sold their coal jobs to the Chinese, not for coal, but for coal seam gas fracking. These people see the fracking and they see that it ain't for natural gas. The natural gas that's being piped away or piped in through us by Canada with Russian steel is blowing up and leaking everywhere. Everywhere. Here's the other thing I want y'all to pay attention to about the United States of America because it's becoming a resource nation. We have sold this Marcellus Shale all the way from Canada all the way down to north of Alabama. Go look at, as a matter of fact, central Alabama. Go look at Tuscaloosa, Alabama, in this county where the University of Alabama is. I don't know what's wrong with them damn Crimson Tide down there, y'all. You best wake up. You got 4,000 fracking pads, over 400 evaporation ponds right there on the Black Warrior River, right by a hydroelectric dam that's been giving y'all power for dozens of years since after World War II when the Army Corps of Engineers came down south. The South don't need coal burning power plants. The South don't need fracking. They're all doing it to sell to the Chinese. I busted you Bama corporations out down there for selling to the Chinese. And what'd you do? They turned me in on Facebook, and I was told at the Muscogee County Jail I couldn't talk about the Bama frackers no more and what they were putting in their frack fluid to this small group of people on Facebook that were sick. You can't tell people they've made the law. All right, that's my whole point. They've made the laws where I can't tell you what they're putting in your water. I can't tell you what they're leaching out into the ground. I can't tell you hardly anything about fracking. You got to look it up for yourself. Without somehow being targeted by Homeland Security, because these people these energy companies, they put it under the guise of being national securities energy, right? National securities coal. They lied to these people in West Virginia.